Yesterday was my birthday, and I have the whole week off from work, so I thought I would make a video for funsies. And there's Amaru. She's going to tell us about her woes. So today I wanted to make a video on fixing mistakes. I had a couple of questions for that not too long ago, and I thought I might as well just go over my thoughts and my techniques on how to fix mistakes. I don't think I'm going to show how to fix like a really, really drastic, big, bad mistake, because those are a lot more complicated. I'm just going to show how to fix some little mistakes and make them as I go. I also got the comment that I maybe talk a little too much in the beginning, so I'm going to cut this down to very short, and I'm just going to start drawing. So we're going to draw, and I might make a couple little mistakes in there along the way, and we'll fix them. We'll see what it looks like after that. Okay. That took me longer to set up than I was anticipating. So, I have my canvas, which is, I have a frame that I want to put something into, and it takes it takes an 8 by 8, so this is 8 inches by 8 inches. So I'm going to draw this so I can put it into that frame. I have 2 of those to make because I have 2 of those frames, so that's about it. But I've got this camera right here, which is the cat cam, but right now it's going to be so you can see me drawing from that angle, which I thought might be kind of helpful and nice. And then I have, of course, the overhead as well as the webcam. I'm going to get rid of the webcam because really we only need to see this. If I have any talking points, I'll put me back up. But for right now, I think we'll just need the drawing cameras. So I'm going to go bye-bye now. That would be that one. Toodles. Okay, so I've got it taped onto my drafting table. From here, I think I don't really have an idea of what I want to do. It's just kind of, since this is like a fix-it type of tutorial, I'm just going to kind of go for it. I did have someone talk about maybe wanting to know how to do, or who the heck is that? I'm getting a phone call. I am not going to take it. Yeah, okay, that seems better. There. Okay. Like nothing ever happened. Poof, gone. We'll forget all about that. Okay, so someone had a question about making waves and folds, how to make them look like that. So I think I'm gonna keep it contained within this area. So let's just if you hear any pops or like I don't know, bangs or anything like that, that would be, there's a gun range about a mile away from my house, and somebody today has been just going apeshit with some sort of automatic firearm. So if you hear any pops, that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna try not to get my noggin into things. That was always something that was kind of difficult for me to not do, because I want to lean into this, but I'm not going to. So I'm gonna just build this out a little bit. I think I want to keep, I don't like this section right through here. It looks kind of weird, a little silly. So I'm going to build this out as much as I can. I'm going to make smaller patterns. And this could be a little fix-it. So in here, I don't like I don't like the way that this is, and I don't like how it connects. So through here, I'm going to build something out from there, and it's going to make things a lot smoother. to switch to a smaller pen tip, 0.2 millimeter. 0.2. Molotov's black liner. Okay, so I think right here, this is where I'm going to, I'm gonna put my face in here for a second. There we go. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to make a mistake, so that you can kind of see my thought process. I'm gonna do a small one, and maybe I'll do a bigger one, just so that we can see it. For example, if I like smudge it, which that didn't smudge it, but if I smudge it, that would be considered a mistake, and that could be fixed pretty easily. I think that would probably be a good thing to go over. So I'll put a few more marks down on the paper and smudge it, and then I can show you how to remedy that. I'm gonna get rid of my face again. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's just put a few more marks. And if you do this fast enough and then go over it, so right there, I'm gonna zoom in real quick. We can see the oopsie right there. So this is pretty easy to fix. This is a small area, but in between the lines, nobody's gonna ever see any smudging in there. So a real easy way to fix this situation is to just continue a pattern. I know that doesn't help for this, so let's start a new one. So I'm gonna thicken this line up just a little bit, and then I'm gonna start a new pattern over here, and I'm gonna go all the way out and around that. There, and already I've covered up most of it. There. Okay. So there's still just that tiny little itty bitty streak. So I'm gonna get a little bit different angle from my hand, and I'm gonna cover up some of the light, aren't I? That's okay. And we're gonna go like this. If you get really tight pattern, it's gonna just blend away. It makes the drawing just a little more messy, but then that can also give it a little more character. Okay, so from there, let's make another mistake. I think another big one that I've seen happen when I'm drawing is sometimes when I take my stroke away, I'm gonna get this just a little closer. When I take my stroke away off the end of a line, sometimes it can kind of skip. So like I'll go like this, and then I'll actually accidentally get a little tail at the end of it. So let's just act as if I've done that, like that. Again, this is pretty easy to fix. Another thing that I've done by accident is like I look away for a second to look at Amaro, and I accidentally just strike the paper somewhere like that. And let's put another one over there just for funsies. Okay, so with this, we've got 3 mistakes to fix. I kind of want to get that just, I guess that's good enough. Okay. And let's put that like that right there. Okay. With these, I think I'm going to start with this one first, and then I'll go over here, and then I'll go down to that one. So the way that I normally fix something like this is I start there. I start with just continuing this pattern, and that will kind of blend away the oopsie. This portion might be a little bit more difficult, but I think I can create a little bit more dimension with that too. So let's do that first. I might switch to a smaller pen tip yet again. So this is going to be a 0.1 millimeter. Black liner, 0.1 millimeter. So I'm continue the pattern, but I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to dip and tuck. So I'm going to tuck it in right there, and then I'm going to go out. So you dip in, tuck, and go out. Okay, and then I'm going to go in on this side. And it's also pretty messy right here. So it's pretty messy. It doesn't look the best. There we go, that's better. But that is also totally fixable. So I'm gonna go in and around, and I'm gonna draw this pattern out right there. I'm drawing from my hand right now as opposed to my shoulder or arm. So my hand, wrist, and fingies are getting a little cramped, but that's okay. So it's still pretty messy in there. Lots of little marks. I'm just going to clean those up. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Still messy out there, but let's blend it away. And as you can see, I'm kind of blending away that oopsie as well. Like I was going to come up with maybe a little bit of a script. That's what it's called. But I did not. I didn't want to do that to myself. I didn't want to block myself in. No, you come back here, camera. Where are you going? There. Okay. So now let's try to get rid of this mark right through here. I think I can just connect it down, but I'm pretty well set up. I'm sorry, I keep moving the camera. There. I'm pretty well set up right through here, so I can just even make this more defined. And then so now that I've blended this to itself, I can go back and I can. There. So now I'm just gonna, no, I'm gonna leave this open space. I was gonna color, or I was gonna put a whole bunch of lines in there, but I think I'm just gonna put this out like that. And that might make it look more intentional. And just pretty much all we're trying to do in the end is just make things look intentional. Okay, that looks better. It doesn't look perfect, but I mean, that's kind of the nature of this, is to make it look as close to as what we want as possible. So now I've got a lot of little pattern over here, big pattern here, and then little over here. I think what I should do is make more big pattern to make, yeah, to balance it out a little bit. Do something here. Something needs to go there. I need to get rid of that mistake. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of this first. Yeah. So instead of connecting this to the overall drawing, I think I'm just going to make it its own thing and make it go underneath. I think that makes the most sense to me. So I'm going to switch back to my 0.3 millimeter. Yeah, 0.3 millimeter. And I'm going to start, I think I'm even going to, yeah, I'm going to start way over here, and I'm going to go up and around and underneath. Yeah, that'll look cool. Okay, so starting over here. I can't see where that line is, and that's okay. Boom. Let's continue it. Let's continue it. I don't like this spot, so I'm gonna fix that, but I'm gonna go right about here. Just like that. And these don't quite connect, but it could have just a little sway underneath. So that's okay. Let's fill this in. I had to count So there's 6, and now there's 6. And that completes the pattern. I'm gonna have to turn this around, but I'm gonna put just a little more up top there. And I'm gonna switch to my 0.2 millimeter. I think I just made a mistake. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Another thing that I should probably talk about at some point is the ability to go from pushing a pen to dragging a pen. So I could go this way and around. Oh, hard to see. So I could go this way and around, or I could go this way and around. So pulling a pen is way better for your hand, for the pen tip, for the pattern, but sometimes you have to be able to do the opposite. Be able to push the pen across the paper. I know all the left-handed people out there are probably like, yes, it's difficult, because that's, at least for the English alphabet. Anybody that writes from left to right, that is a pain, because then a lot of left-handed people are like curled all the way underneath their hand, because it's not made for writing with a left hand. This looks like a witch's hat to me. I'll fix that. I'll do something with that later. For right now, it's okay. I'm gonna move down to the bottom, so all right, good. So I'm gonna continue this stuff down here, but I need to shift it. It's also blazingly hot in this room. Okay, so let's go down and around. This is not my best work, because I'm recording it and there's two cameras, so it's more difficult this way. But more mistakes. Let's do something real drastic, yeah? Let's grab this big guy, round tip, and let's just I don't know, let's just put something like right here, or like accidentally do that, or even squiggle something like that, because that will give me lots to work on. I mean, this is also, there's the, what's it called? Intuitive line drawing, I think I've heard the name, which that's kind of the premise of the whole thing, is just to squiggle around on the paper and then fill in what do you want to fill in. Intuitive, right? I think I'm right. I think that's right. So with all of this, I'm going to go through and make it more my style. So I don't want to connect this to this. And I'm using, sorry, I forgot to say, I switched to a 0.5 millimeter pen tip. Now that I have that, I think I kind of want to, I'll just connect these and bring it over like that. I might need to change the way that my paper is oriented, but I might not. We'll see. I think I can connect this just fine. Yeah. And just like that, it kind of blends away. it's a messy drawing. It's just kind of whatever has happened, which I'm not a huge fan of because it feels more chaotic than what I usually like. But I think that's okay. There. Yeah, this is definitely just a messy drawing. Let's go to a 0.2 pen tip. Let's fill in just a little bit. I still haven't fixed this big boy over here. Let's, I would need to finish this to bring this under and not have that touch. Or I could just connect it. Yeah, let's connect it. 0.5. I'm taking the easy way out here. I'm just going to bring this like this and around and down. So now this is one line and that'll be really easy to fix. I switched to a 0.2 pen tip. I was using a 0.5 millimeter pen tip. And now I'm making a smaller pattern so that we can blend it away. And now it's like this is giving this one an interesting little hug. I'm going to go through over here. I'm going to use a 0.3 millimeter pen tip. Just like that. It looks pretty natural. I don't like it right here, but that's kind of the way the cookie crumbled. I mean, that covers a few things. That covered some of the stuff that can happen. Those are minor mistakes. Putting a huge pen mark over your drawing, your whole drawing, that's a completely different mistake that I haven't done personally. I have some thoughts as to how to fix that, but that would mean that your drawing would go in a whole different direction, a whole nother world. So if you want me to do a video on that, just comment below. If there's anything that you want me to go over as far as touching up little things here and there, just comment down below. If you have questions, you let me know. I'd be glad to answer as many as I can, whether it be through a video like this or just in the comments. I've got lots and lots of thoughts for other things related to this kinda, but I think they need to be fleshed out a little bit more before I continue on. Yeah, let me know what you think. Ask all your questions that you can. And we'll see you next time. I forgot to say in the beginning of this video, my birthday was May 29th. This is coming out whenever. I'm hoping today the 30th, but chances are I'm not going to work into the night to get this done, so it's going to be whenever it happens. But my birthday was May 29th. Today is the 30th, and maybe the 31st I'll have it done. Maybe not. So, thank you guys. Bye. Look back at him. Tomorrow. You gonna make it, babe? Can you make it? Whew. Okay. Crisis averted.